Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is outfit number 6 of the Spring 10 by 10 challenge. I'm wearing the striped blouse that I thrifted with my tan cardigan, my royal cheese distressed denim, and my white Supergas. Speaking of my royal cheese jeans, I've been taking notes on my iPhone, so I can share the details of the outfits with you, as I'm learning them. And every time I type in these jeans, royal cheese, my phone auto-corrects it to royal beans, and I don't know, it just makes me giggle. So my main activity for the day was going to church, and I was really thankful for this cardigan because the row that I was sitting in was right where the huge AC blows, and I was freezing even with this. And as much as I was not very happy about having to wear it this morning, like, oh, again, this cardigan again, yeah, I was really thankful and I stopped complaining about it as soon as I went into church. But again, it's just way too hot for me to film with this on at home. So church for us every Sunday is about a 4.5 to a 5 hour thing. In the morning, Brandon does have to go earlier because he's been presiding at church, and basically what that means is he does the call to worship, so just welcoming people, sharing a little story, I guess, or whatever's on his mind that has to do with the day's message. And then he prays for the congregation, and then he does all the announcements for stuff coming up at church, like events and things. So we go there earlier so that he can rehearse and talk to our pastor. And then we listen to the sermon, and usually after sermon, we do lunch and we have our community groups. So it takes up a good portion of our day on Sundays. Not that I'm complaining about it. I actually really love our church and our community. So yeah, we did that. And then on Sundays, I usually get groceries because the one supermarket that I like going to is right by our church. So we went grocery shopping, and then we came home, and at the last minute we had some friends over. But by then I was already changed out of this outfit, and that's because as soon as I get home too, I do want to get out of these 10 pieces so that I can preserve them. Like for example, if I'm cleaning, at home, I don't want to sweat in it, and also if I'm cooking at home, I don't want the clothes to smell like food. So that's usually the protocol for me. Like as soon as I get home from whatever it is I'm doing, I change into my lounge clothes. So for this outfit, what I did was I tucked the lining of this blouse into my jeans, and because these jeans are more loose fitting, this part of the material is actually pretty sheer, and because the lining was tucked in, you can see the waistband of my jeans, and I felt like it gave me more of a shape versus just having the blouse be loose and flowy on top. And I'm also wearing like baggier jeans, so I kind of like the more fitted look from having it tucked in. So that's just like a little detail that I decided to try last minute, and I liked how it turned out. And with this outfit, I carried a bag that I haven't yet shown in this challenge video series. And this bag, it's a navy blue tote. It zips up and it's leather, and it's from the brand Dame. And I would say this is like one of the bags that I reach for the most when I go to church, because I usually have a lot of stuff with me. And that includes a thermos for my coffee, my water bottle, my bullet journal, the book that we're reading at church, along with like my makeup bag and all of that. And I don't usually go into details about, the bags that I carry because they're not part of the 10 pieces in this challenge. But I know that I've gotten some questions about my other bags. And so the reason I wanted to talk about this bag today is because I actually don't recommend this bag or this brand. And it's really unfortunate because when I first got this bag, I really liked the customer service that was provided. And I know I talked about this in one of my earlier morning chats. So after like more than a year of carrying this bag, I'm starting to notice things that I'm unhappy about, especially for the price that I paid for this. It wasn't super expensive, but I wanted a leather tote that was really going to last me for years. I want to say this bag was somewhere in the 200s. So the thing that I'm disappointed about is that it looks like the zipper is rusted. But after having contacted this brand, they told me that it might have just been that the coating of the metal came off. I don't know how sure of that they were. And the other thing is, because the inside of this bag, it's unlined, it kind of just sheds everywhere. And I don't know how this happens, but even the compartment in here where I would keep my laptop, all the shedding, it ends up in here. And I'm very particular about what I keep in here versus in the sleeve, because I like to reserve this for my electronics, whether that's my camera or my MacBook. And yeah, I don't want any of these little pieces going into any of my electronic devices. So it's not like I'll throw stuff in here and then move them over here. Like, no, this is sacred space. So I have no idea how it just gets so messy in here. And it's annoying because I have to take a lint roller and clean my bag. In the winter, if I'm carrying gloves, again, all the stuff that sheds, it ends up on my gloves. The reason I don't recommend this bag, I mean, if those reasons aren't good enough, I feel like that's enough for you guys not to want the bag. But yeah, when I reached out, I was really disappointed because, well, at first they asked me if I wanted to send the bag in and then they would repair the zipper, and how like this has never happened before. I don't remember exactly what state this brand is based in, but they're somewhere in the US. And I asked them if I could send this back to them and if there was any way for them to reimburse me for shipping. And then they said that they weren't able to accommodate me because you know, I'm not in the US and that they're not prepared to deal with like things internationally. So I wrote back expressing my disappointment about how, you know, I bought this bag so that I can carry it for many, many years. And it was an investment for me because I don't like to buy things to think short term, right? And I also asked if it would be easier for them to just send me a new bag to maybe an address in the States. But ever since then, I just haven't gotten a reply from them. I tried to email again a month after my initial email just to ask like, hey, you know, just checking in if you got my email, and just radio silence. Yeah, and I was just bummed because since they are a smaller company, I thought maybe they would do a little bit more to maybe lock in customer loyalty right now, right? As a small brand. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there about the bag in case you guys were curious about it, or if you were planning to look into it. I would hate for you guys to pick it up and not have it meet your expectations in terms of quality, or just, you know, feel disappointed about wasting your money. So that's that. Thank you so much for tuning into outfit number 6. And if you have any questions so far about this challenge, please feel free to leave them down for me in the comments, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!